Hi, everybody. You good? Can you hear me? Welcome to the live grocery store tour. Are you guys all waiting for me, or you're just saying, holy cow, thank you. I called my mom because I freaked her out when we called her earlier. So who does not have a book? Okay, so all your meal plans are in the back of the book as far as what to buy. I can do like a quick, because I don't want to clog the store up too crazy, like a quick, we'll go like section to section, fire away questions, but we'll try to move as fast as we can and just give you some highlights and some things we do to like do it more cost effective, and then kind of let you roam. I've tried it before where I go like meal to meal, but it just gets way too like, it's overload. Is that good? A good flow? There's no rhyme or reason to this. We're probably scaring everybody else in the store as well, but yes. You got your coupons? Yes. Nice, okay. Feel free, just fire away questions as you get them because it'll help lead me. We do, kiddos wise, we do a ton of fruit. It gets a little bit expensive, but I'd rather my kids be eating a lot of like fruit than a lot of the alternatives. So that's like a staple for the Living Good household. We stock up a lot in the like summertime. We go pick our own berries and things like that and then freeze them. Spinach is really huge. So if you're making the smoothie, you'll want to get that. And then I can show you the coconut milk. And then they have a frozen berry section. Sometimes it's not the most cost-effective place to get the berries. Costco is where we usually do that if you're a member at a Costco or someplace that does larger bags of them because they can get pretty pricey when you're going more limited. We do a lot of avocado. We put those in our eggs. We put them on salads. I'll eat them straight up with salt and pepper. That's a really good snack. We get a lot of healthy fat in for you. And then we are on a huge Brussels sprout kick. So if they are fresh, we buy them. Otherwise, we get them frozen. We probably do those 3 or 4 times a week in the Living Good household. She does a little bit of olive oil on them and bakes them. And then she'll kick on the broiler and kind of crisp them up just a little bit. She'll put salt and pepper on the top of them as well. You have that recipe in your book. And if you signed up as a member to the Dr. Living Good membership site, I just gave you access. That's why I was a little bit late. You have the whole Living Good Daily program already accessed. You should have an offer sitting in your email that says you now have access. It breaks all this down as well. Broccoli we do a ton of straight up. So a big snack is the hummus and broccoli. Cucumber and broccoli, sometimes I cut the peels off. I know it's not as nutritious, but I like them a little bit better. That's like a staple in our household. We always have this big thing of either peppers, broccoli, and cucumbers, and then we use it to dip in hummus. I can show you the hummus when we get around to it. It's a local one. Convenience-wise, we buy it regularly here. It's called Roots, and it's made with, most of it is made with the proper oils, so the oils aren't rancid and bad for your body, but you can also make yours as well. And so there's some great recipes online and stuff, not on our site, but you can make your own hummus. That's a staple snack that we usually have. Just kind of looking to see produce-wise what we got. So you're trying to stay to the outside of the store. If you're on the inside, you're in trouble. That's your toxic stuff. So the more the outside, the better. Okay? Questions on produce? Fire away. Yes? Ideally organic, but they got a really tough skin, so you don't have to do avocados as organic. Okay? You can get away with it. Sea salt. Yep. Let's make sure and point out one of those. I would ideally want you to get as much salt on your foods as possible. I'll explain more when we get to the heart talk. It's counterintuitive to a lot of thinking. I'm doing research into salt right now. We have it very backwards. It's the salt that's in those packaged goods that's getting you. But a natural, real salt that God intended is very beneficial for even the heart, your body, how it functions, your electrolytes, cramping. So you got to get that into your body. It helps a lot. With the balance of fluids and everything inside of you. Okay, so yes, a good healthy sea salt would be a good one to point out. Absolutely, yes. I just like a high quality. There's a lot of different types as far as the ones you grind that either gray or pink, or I like some knowledge on the label if I can get it of like contains 50 plus minerals. I use one called Real Salt. I'll point that one out to you as well. There's a lot of decent ones out there. Sometimes just like the giant bottle of sea salts is kind of like, because that's a little dicey, but table salt, not good. Yep, the NaCl, that's toxic. The fruits? The big bags that's in Costco. No, they are not ours organic. So they do have organic. Second best is going to be local if it's some kind of wild berry that's more local. Or if you go pick your own, which can be kind of fun. You go out and pick a bunch of them. It can take some work as well. Or Fruit does not have to. Meat's number one. So if you're thinking budget-wise, I would focus on the meats being natural organic, and the rest of it I skimp on. So you could get away with it. Yep. The softer the skin, the more it's absorbing. More pesticides, more herbicides. So that's why when this is such a tough skin, you can get away with an avocado being a little bit less natural organic, but a strawberry is going to absorb a lot of pesticides. So if I can afford to go that way, I will. But if we're talking, the purpose of what I'm making as far as the virtually is a big thing. A lot of people have asked me is how do you do it more on a budget? So I always want to try to give you what you can get away with, and then just kind of like the must-haves. Sound good? We good with produce?
Do you wash stuff like that before you
Avocado, I don't. No, because you're scraping it all out. Yeah. Produce and everything, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Limes, lemons, I do a lot of those if you can get them in your waters. We'll do a lot of sparkling water, which is a staple, mainstay. Like if you're a soda drinker and you need like something other than water, get used to sparkling water. There's 50 different flavors now, no flavorings, no sugars added to it. We do a ton of that in our house. Limes, lemons. If I go out to eat, you know, and see if you normally are in a routine of having like a beer or a glass of wine or something, while I'm doing this challenge, I get sparkling water. So then it still feels like I ordered a drink, right? And they even bring in a wine glass oftentimes or something like that. You know, I'll try to get some kind of sparkling water with some lemons and limes. Good little alternative.
You do sparkling water with the fruit, with the berries in it?
You could in the smoothie, sure. I do it with the vitamin C and the probiotics, kind of like it's kind of a fruity drink. Yep. Sparkling water we get here? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You can get that anywhere now. LaCroix is a good brand, but yeah, let's show it. Should we get? I'll point out right behind you, apple cider vinegar. I did not talk about it today, but that's a great price actually. For organic apple cider vinegar, 4 tablespoons a day has been shown to beat metformin and the leading diabetes medications at preventing and reversing diabetes. So 4 tablespoons. It cannot be all at once. It cannot be all at once. It must be spread out, 2 and 2 or 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? But it beats metformin, shows the studies right now. I got to dig further in finding the studies and getting my, the studies exact, but from what I've been learning, so I've been putting that in the sparkling water with the vitamin C in my drink. I'll drink it just in water. You could add a little stevia with it, or you could take it straight up if you wanted to. If you have acid reflux issues, I would highly encourage trying that to see because a lot of times we don't have enough acid because we're pounding our body with so much sugar, we need more acid to help it out. Okay? But celery and peanut butter? Absolutely. If you can go almond, that's better. But here is not the best place to get almond butter I've found. Although we get most of our groceries here. They don't have like that bigger one. Trader Joe's has actually a really good one. Costco has a decent one as well. As far as if you want to talk cost effectiveness, big jars for just raw almond butter, really good. Peanut butter, they do okay here. You can make your own, which I have a station over here, but it has bad oils in it. So when I say bad oil, we didn't touch on that much today. It's an oil that man's done and put into something that turns bad. It turns it rancid. So vegetable oils, soybean oils, sunflower oils, safflower oils, these are all rancid oils. So that's the problem with a lot of these nut butters is they have that oil in it where if you just ground down natural raw almond butter, there would be some oil in there typically anyway. So Trader Joe's, Costco, Sam's Club will probably have good options for more natural organic. When I flip that label over, I want to see almonds, peanuts, that's it, nothing else. No sugars, no oils, that's the ideal. So I will do that with Granny Smith apples, we do a lot of, that's a great dessert. Sounds weird, but if you do that with almond butter, my family goes nuts over it. My kids see me pull out an apple and they come running. You kind of change your rhythms a little bit. Celery would work for that as well. So let's go towards the nuts. Does that sound good?